But we cannot compare the resources that this team has to what Ganassi has and what Penske has. What they're doing is exceptional. A small team is bringing the fight to those two very large teams. And that is the fastest first lap, the fastest 2 laps that we have seen by a big distance.
Both in the 231s, the first driver to put any lap in the 231. So far, trouble! Oh, what a crash! What a terrible crash!
Up and over, car flipped. Came back, up and over.
That was a hard hit. He's fine.
Oh, wow.
That just shows you what happens when these cars come unglued to the track.
Look how fast the safety team has responded, and right there beside his car. That's a mere seconds.
He had done 2 laps in 2:31. He just went that little bit over the edge, Scott.
Well, we're not sure if something broke in the car, Eddie, or what happened here, but such an experienced driver. But for him right now, yes, there's disappointment, but thank goodness that he's well.
These cars are designed to take a lot of impact, and also the softer wall absorbs a lot of that. That was a big hit.
So the safety team is there, tending to Sebastien. We talked about the difficulty of qualifying, the speeds, the fickle nature. You've heard the drivers discussing what the ride is like for them, and now you've just seen the visual evidence. The man who had gone the fastest of anyone today with just a brutal hit, and we continue to watch and hope for good things for Sebastien after just an incredible contact with the wall. And his team looking on.
Now, everything that you see on the track there, I mean, it looks like it's scattered as it is all over. They're looking at the safer barrier. You can see the foam that the safety crew is actually looking at. That is a very simple and simplistic way to build a wall, but it has helped and saved so many drivers here because you're not hitting the concrete. We mentioned it before, the safer barrier, steel and foam energy reduction, something that was pioneered by the Hulman George family, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, many years ago. It is now free to be used around the world. All NASCAR tracks are now using it, but give our hats off to Tony George and the group back many years ago that wanted to go and build a safer wall, and they've done it, and it has helped and saved many drivers.
And the sole purpose of that wall is to absorb as much energy as it can so it does not go into the driver. Then after it absorbs that energy, the driver has a safety cockpit around him that does the same thing again, and the helmets and the suits and the headrests. So much work has gone into making these Indy cars as safe as possible because, unfortunately, what we just saw happens. Now, how would you like to be Rossi now, next in line?
And as a driver there, you can see that the six-way safety harness, the black belts that are actually going over his shoulders, a couple around the waist, obviously, 2 coming up through the legs, a 6-way safety harness. The helmets are designed today to help and absorb the impact. It's amazing how safe motor racing has become over the years. And we talk about that head surround, where you see where it says the Napa safety there, that yellow head surround, that black foam that you see that's around the driver's helmet right now is all special state-of-the-art foam. It's been designed here by the safety team within IndyCar, something they've been working over for the last 5 years. And the cockpits are safer today, Eddie, more safer than whenever you and I drove.
And what you have to recognize in IndyCar is that you don't reach a level of safety and you just stop developing. They are continuously trying to find things to make it safer, and they do a great job at this.
So all of the safety apparatus still does not alleviate the concern for the drivers. You see the safety team there from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway continuing to work with Sebastien. He is still in the car. A vicious crash off turn number 2 has the red flag out in 500 qualifications.